Okay, so you've got a lot of talent. You've got the talent card coming on. And so whatever you're doing, you found that maybe you've had a hidden talent for whatever job you're doing right now. And, it's pretty good. You're pretty good at what you do right now. There's a lot of power that's coming back into your hand again. So you're taking back your authority. You're stepping back into your power again. And now watch out for people that are hidden enemies. So not everybody is on your side and not everybody is very supportive of you. Maybe things going on behind the scenes that you didn't know about, and it's not to your advantage, more to your detriment. In the past, you've got wisdom, so you might have been involved in a lot of studying or getting skills. In the recent past, you really had a lot of access to information and dealing a lot with it, handling a lot of information. You've got a lot of anxiety as well. So something's happened that has put you a little bit on edge. It might be to do with your work. You might be dealing with somebody that is causing you to have a lot of anxiety. It might be female as well. You've got going into the future, truth being revealed to you, and the master. You might be seeking advice from somebody who's an expert at what they do. You might be the person who is the master, the person who is an expert at their field. A lot of truth has been revealed or come to light to you. So you are aware of things that you weren't, or it's going to be coming in, so that you will be aware of things. You'll be able to use that bit of information maybe to be able to make decisions. So this truth coming to light, that's going to give you a lot of power as well. So the main energies of the card is the Two of Swords. It's talking about making a decision, but not wanting to make the decision. So you've got your back turned. So, you're ignoring what everybody's got to say. You have to make a decision. You're at a standstill. This owl is bringing in this information. So some information coming to you in order to help you make a decision. It's got to be a decision that is made purely on logic. So it could even be a legal decision that you could be waiting for, and you could be waiting for information to come in so that that decision could be made. But either way, it has not been made at the moment. Everything is a bit at a stop, at a standstill, and you're trying to decide what to do next. So you've got the Six of Pentacles, and it's crossed by the Ace of Swords. So it looks like, you're at a phase where you're being very generous, very giving with people as far as your money is concerned. Maybe you're waiting for things to change. You're trying to make things happen. Maybe you're trying to pander to everybody's ego here with this little girl kissing the frog, trying to make it turn into a prince. So you're trying to make things happen, trying to bring out, trying to maybe manifest something at the moment. You've got the wand in the hand over here. You're really, really trying very hard, concentrating on it, focusing on it. Maybe it hasn't made that change yet. So whatever you have been putting your efforts or investing in hasn't produced any results as yet. So you're still waiting, or you're trying very, very hard to make it happen. But it is crossed by the Ace of Swords. So this means there is victory in whatever you are going to be doing. And you've got a lot of power in your hands as well, because he's got the sword in his hand as well. If you're waiting for some kind of legal decision, you're going to be the winner in it. And also, this is a point where you're deciding what to do, whether to, get rid of everything that has happened in the past that is no longer serving you, and you're taking control of that situation. So it is a card of a lot of power and, the ability to communicate quite easily to people and get your word across or get your idea across. Maybe you have a new idea as well, a new truth, something that you can use. So it's something that you can use to change the course of events or change things that are going to be happening to you. Now, it looks like with this Two of Swords over here, this particular information is going to be the thing that comes in and helps you make the decision that you have to make with this Two of Swords. So you've got the World card over here in the last year. So you've changed course, you've changed directions, you've changed what you've been doing. You might have ended an old job, you might have retired, you might have been let go from that job, but definitely you've ended the job. It seems like, it's not something where you are fired, because it seems like, financially, it's left you quite stable. Maybe you got a payout from it, but you are definitely quite financially stable following this particular ending of a cycle. You're very well trained up. You're very, very expert at what you do. You're very, very knowledgeable about what you do. So, you've reached the top of your profession over here, and you're pretty good at what you do as well. So at the moment, you're trying to gather resources with the Seven of Pentacles. You're trying to make sure that you have, a pretty decent nest egg. So you are trying to gather all your money. You might be going through your financial affairs, reviewing it. And deciding what to do. You're pretty comfortable in what you do. You've got a lot of cats here, so that means you're quite in tune with your psychic abilities as well. But you're also quite you've managed to accumulate quite a lot of resources, and you're pretty comfortable with that. So what's in your mind? You've got the Five of Swords. You're looking for a victory in a situation that has been a bit difficult for you to handle. So, you're waiting. You've got this information that you're waiting for, and you know that if you're trying to make that information come to you. So you're doing some research, trying to find that information, because you know if you have that information, you will be victorious in that particular situation. It looks like this information comes to you with this Ace of Swords over here, because that is the arrival of that information. But it looks like at the moment you are waiting for that bit of information to come so that it can change the course of events. It's some important information. Now, you've got the Four of Cups over here. You're not listening to what anybody has to say. You're pretty stubborn in what you're doing. And it seems like if anybody's saying anything, you're being pretty aggressive about it, and you're telling them to, take a hike, really. You can see this girl's got her hands over her ears over here, so she's not listening to anything. You're not seeing, usually the Four of Cups is an offer that you can't see. But it looks like here, whatever anybody's saying, you're not listening to it. You've made up your mind. This is what you're going to do, and you're going to be doing it. And if anybody's got anything to say about it, it looks like you're telling them exactly where to get off. So what's happening with you? You are feeling a bit lonely, a bit confused, and you're trying to decide what to do with the future. You've got the Moon card over here. So it is a card where you are self-contemplating, but also it's a card of not really being able to see what the truth is. Things are being hidden in the dark, and maybe things are scaring you. You're a bit afraid to move forward, but you are looking forward to the future. You've got the wand in your hands. You are trying to manifest the future, but you're not quite sure how to do it. And you might feel that you have a sense of lack going on around you, because this girl's got a very winter scene going on around you. So it looks like, you feel like you're at a loss, and you feel very, very lonely at this particular moment. You feel unsupported, rather. So here you are making plans for the future here. You've got some kind of choice coming up over here. You've got the Two of Rods. So maybe you have two projects, two ideas that you want to put into play. You've got one that you're particularly keen on, and you're trying to really manifest that particular one. But there are two choices here, and there's a decision, and there's a lot of planning that you're putting into practice. So maybe you want to start something new, and you're at the beginning stages where you're in the planning phases of it. So you have the ideas, but you're planning on how you're going to bring it forth. So you've got the Knight of Pentacles over here. You plan to do a lot of hard work to get this particular job done. Maybe you're planning on going back into studying, or something to do with financial money management. But you're keen on working very hard to get this particular plan in place, and it's a hands-on job that you want to do. You're being very practical about how you do it, and you're consulting a lot of past issues. So you might be going and doing some research on how to actually get this particular project on the road. So going into the future, you've got the Page of Cups coming in here, the Sun card, and you've got the Ten of Swords. So with the Page of Cups over here, some kind of information coming in for you pretty quickly as well. A lot of information, because this person's riding an owl. So the owls are very wise, and it could be, maybe it's got to do with studying, education. Maybe you're waiting for a job in some kind of educational institute. But that kind of information is coming in for you pretty quickly on with the Page of Cups. So you're waiting for that, and that should be pretty good news, and that's coming in soon. And when it comes in, you will have to work hard at this particular job, but it looks like it's going to bring you a lot of success, because you've got the Sun card that follows this page. So whatever news that is going to come in is going to be really good news, and it's going to be something that you've been waiting for a long time, and it's almost going to liberate you and allow you to move forward, because you see, after this Page of Cups comes in, and then the Knight moves forward. So it's going to allow you to move forward in your career, and it's going to be successful because after the night comes the sun. So the sun, it brings in a lot of renown, glory, recognition, meeting a lot of people. So, whatever this news is going to be very good news, and it's going to allow you to move forward, and it's going to bring in a lot of success as well. Now you've got the 10 of Swords over here. So whatever anxieties and problems you have, it looks like that's going to come to an end. With the 10 of Swords over here in this deck, it's, like watch out for hidden enemies or people trying to slit your throat when you least expect it. So, don't lay down, don't relax your guard. Make sure you're aware that, there are always people that are never going to be on your side. But it's also the end of any kind of difficult situations that you're going to. So make sure you are very vigilant and you don't allow, it's not a time for you to ignore important warnings or ignore people that can cause a lot of problems. There might be somebody there that is not, working for you who is, very nasty. So be aware that there could be somebody there that is acting as an obstacle or causing some kind of disruption or problem for you. So the first card is called the Messenger. So this you are waiting for a message. You're about to receive good news that you've been waiting for, and have faith. It could take another 2 weeks. So you are going to receive this good news. And it says that it could actually take another 2 weeks if it hasn't come already. And the second card is obstacles. You will encounter obstacles at this time. The solution is not to expect defeat, but to find answers. Rely on your inner strength to overcome the situation. You will become wiser from this experience. So if anybody's posing or there are any obstacles at this particular time, you will be able to overcome these obstacles. And it says you have the strength to overcome these obstacles, and it definitely will enlighten you quite a bit. So any kind of problems that are coming in, you are going to be able to overcome that, and it's going to, it's going to make you wiser after encountering any kind of obstacles. Because once you get over it, you'll be able to sort out the problem. And the last card is Release, which is by holding on to a person from the past, it is not allowing you to move forward. It is not important why the person is in your life, but why you cannot let him or her go. It is old baggage, let it go. Release. So there's somebody around you that you need to walk away from. You can see these two wolves back to back here. So there's somebody from the past, who is holding you back, maybe an old friend, maybe an old relationship that you actually need to let go in order for you to proceed forward. So, you need to cut ties, sever ties, and with people that are no longer serving you. And with the Ace of Swords over here, this also talks about cutting out that past, cutting out relationships that no longer serve you. And, maybe that is the decision on who you need to cut out in order for you to move forward. So this card is telling you need to release that person or that part of your life that is no longer serving you and move forward. And the message that is going to be coming forward for you with this Page of Pentacles, Page of Cups here is going to be really good news, and it's going to allow you to move forward, and you're going to be very successful at what you do. So, any obstacles, you will be able to overcome them. So, it looks like, you've come to an end of a particular cycle, and you are now going to move forward. And it looks like you're waiting for news. And once you get that news, it looks like there's going to be, a lot of success, because you've got the Sun card over here, and whatever new endeavor you're going to be embarking on is going to be very successful for you.